Welcome to FatFitFam, Singapore's realest fitness podcast. I'm Dan.
I'm Jimmy.
And today we're going to be talking about my journey
Another one of your
my
weird
hobbies.
and weird interests. So you have diving, you have rugby,
Yeah.
and now this one.
Yes, it's pro wrestling. Yeah, the WWE-style
How
pro
many
wrestling.
friends do you know? Like the audience have a WWE friend. Like that's WWE, right?
Fun fact, actually Singapore does have a
WWE scene.
wrestler. No, like not
Wrestler.
scene,
Oh,
just
I think
like
I've
a
seen it
wrestler.
before, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen on street
okay, I
stars.
won't say his real name. I know his real name. I trained with him before, but his stage name is Dante Chen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dante Chen. He's actually pretty tall. Really solid body. Like six packs, all that. Yeah, really looks like a good WWE wrestler. Very proud of him. Making it there. I think the stars aligned for him, honestly. So if I were to put it in my perspective, is that WWE came, like the actual WWE came to Singapore, Southeast Asia region. Well, not Singapore per se, but Southeast Asia region. He did come to Singapore, but to do trials for Southeast Asia region. And just at that time, I would say Dante was at the peak of his abilities and peak of his look, because obviously he had time to get there, and he was put on trial and got accepted lah. So I'm really proud of him. Yeah. Anyway, so yes, there is a wrestling scene here. Yeah.
How did you get started? Like, why even go wrestle? Like, why WWE but not like MMA or
Like actual
physical
wrestling,
contact?
Yeah,
sport?
yeah. So I think I shared in previous episode, I play rugby. It's actually my whole life, and rugby referee. So I've actually liked wrestling from the start lah, since the old times. Like Stone Cold that time, if you remember. So my favorite wrestler of all time is Eddie Guerrero. Have you heard of Eddie Guerrero?
I haven't. My knowledge of WWE is so shallow.
Zero.
Yeah, I only know what The Rock, John Cena.
Those
that's
are
about
good
it.
names.
And
Those
that's
are good
about it.
names. Yeah. John Cena is still wrestling, but
Yeah.
he's having his retirement match very soon, like next month. Anyway, so Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler of all time. He sadly passed away in the early 2000s, but yeah. So I've been watching them. I think it was like. I think my parents or my uncle or what showed me one time, then I got hooked lah. Okay, some of you might think, but wrestling is fake,
I mean, WWE in general looks very exaggerated.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
the ring is not meant for you to stay inside. One.
True,
You can
yeah,
come out,
yeah,
you can
correct.
run around the
That's right,
ring,
yeah.
and then you can grab your chair
So,
or whatever.
yeah.
It's like I feel like there's no rules involved in that.
True. So, so some of you might ask me, why do you like wrestling? Is like for boys or like it's
Yeah.
fake? Actually, WWE has been increasing in popularity lah. Actually, recently they shifted to Netflix. So any of you want to watch wrestling, it's actually on Netflix. And even their live events are on Netflix. So like WrestleManias or whatever.
Yeah.
Netflix does live things now, so you can just play it live. Oh yeah. So you might ask me, like, it's fake, right? Like, why do I bother?
Yeah.
Honestly, I do like UFC as well, but I prefer WWE because there's this whole element of like staging and all this kind of thing. You can imagine it as like a theatre production.
It's like performance arts.
Performance arts.
Okay.
Like, have you been to a theatre production before?
Yeah.
Hamilton, Romeo
it's-
Juliet, things like that.
It's like Kung Fu or Wushu in general. Like you see
Correct.
those wayang
Yes.
shows. They have performance arts where they,
Correct, yeah,
where they
So it's
do
orchestrated,
the-
like it's
yeah.
orchestrated. You have to rehearse a lot and all this kind of thing, and scripted and whatnot. And then you have to perform live. So there's no second takes to it. Yeah, and then there's this whole element about the trash talking part and stuff. You got trash
Correct,
talk before
yeah.
you start fighting. In UFC, you see Conor McGregor do it, like IRL.
Yeah.
He really try to get you riled up. So this is kind of thing that WWE is trying to like make it look real. But I think even in recent shows out there and whatnot on WWE, they actually say outright, that this whole thing is fake, is orchestrated, but please enjoy the show. I think that's the message that they're trying to send out now. They're trying to send to the audience that we know you're not dumb, we know that you know this is fake, but enjoy it anyway. And I agree with that lah. I'm enjoying it anyway lah. So I think also big respect to them. They actually look really good. Most of them, they look really fit.
Yep.
Some
big, fit, chiseled.
correct.
Yeah.
And some might think, they take steroids. I think maybe that was the case last time. I think we were talking about like offline the Vince McMahon era.
Yeah.
He's no longer the boss, by the way, but he used to be the boss. I think at that time maybe they took some steroids and whatever to look that chiseled. But nowadays they have this wellness policy thing where nobody takes drugs lah. And I think both you and I know that you can look like that, clean. Yeah. So big respect to them for doing that lah. Yeah. So
I'm wondering, because since you said it's performative or it's orchestrated, how do you determine a winner? Is there like
so fun fact, I used to be a pro wrestler very briefly lah. It is determined based on what's best for that time. So whether you win or you lose, you actually know beforehand before the match. But whether what is the best outcome? Like, can the storyline continue if this person lose or this person win?
So it's not just a single match, but
kind of like a journey,
series till the end.
Correct.
Okay.
So maybe I might on paper be better than this guy, but me losing might set up a better storyline in terms of like
progression arc.
like a
training
story.
Arc.
I
get what you mean. Yes.
Correct. So if you watch, let's say Rocky or whatever, right, he can't win the first fight, then the movie finish already.
Exactly.
So you kind of have to lose the first one, build into it, and all this kind of thing. Yeah, and to your point about they can go out of the ring, use weapons or not. This just adds to the drama lah. But also the character of the wrestlers themselves, because for example, the wrestler can be of the more violent type. The other one can be more technical type. Yeah, so different characters. In fact, different physical abilities of the different wrestlers will also matter lah for wrestling. Yeah. So back to your point of Singapore as a wrestling scene, yes, and it's actually thriving, I would say. So I was aware, or rather I was kind of like intrigued by Singapore got any wrestling or whatever. Then last time, you had this childhood boy dream of let's be a wrestler, and then let's be let's be John Cena. Let's just be John Cena. And then I don't know, like last time, like you fake, you're doing the entrance.
Correct, the entrance.
You dream of this kind
primary
of
school.
Yeah.
And even nowadays, all the kids are right. For John Cena, they have the very iconic.
Correct,
line.
yes, exactly. His catchphrases and all this kind of thing.
And being chilling.
Yeah, his being chilling memes and all that. The Rock also, if you smell what The Rock is cooking, all this kind of thing. So it sticks with us boys, especially. Right? So. Then I was looking around and I realized, there is this company, they just called Singapore Pro Wrestling. So shout out Singapore Pro Wrestling. I've known of them for quite a while, maybe even like 8 years, 10 years ago. But I've just been a fan where I just like, okay, let's watch. And then a few of my friends who actually watch WWE also was like, hey, let's come and watch a show lah. Just watch a production of them. So we went, and then we had so much fun there.
So it's a live show.
In a live event, we went to see. Yeah. We're like, hey, actually this is pretty fun. You don't know any characters, right? There's no John Cena's there, there's no whatever. It's all local people trying to wrestle, this kind of thing. Like I remember the first show, like we went like there's a big bad guy, and then there's the Dante Chen was performing also at the time.
Okay, so it's really like a theatre, but more for guys.
Correct,
the action, and the fighting, the wrestling.
And when we were there, we were just like boys, we were just like, is that everything? Whatever. Because the thing about wrestling is that it's a two-way interaction thing. It's one of the few productions where, example, you watch a movie, right? You just sit down and you watch, ma. If something happens to Iron Man, you can't really like cheer or whatever. You're still watching the show.
Okay, correct.
But for wrestling, if somebody does something that or the good guy does something good, you're like,
there's an interactive aspect.
Yeah. And in fact, they walk into the crowds and all this kind of thing. So I just find it a very
immersive experience.
Yeah. Whether or not it's fake or not, again, I'll put it aside. I just had a very entertaining time. So we kept going, and then after a while, I was just like, hey, actually, I'm pretty fit. Why can't I do this? I'm pretty sure I can do this. Just to be fair, also, Singapore Pro Wrestling is not the only company out there doing wrestling shows for Singapore. There's another company called Grapple Max, another one called Ring of Rebirth also. A lot of politics and whatever, and how these things formed and whatever. But I'm just trying to tell you that there are several companies doing it, which I think is a good thing, because then it's competitive.
So they all have their own shows,
all have their own shows, and if you think about it, should I spend my money to go on this show or spend my money to go on that show? So this competitiveness makes all the products better. You get what I mean? Because everyone wants to put up a better show than another. So I quite respect lah. Yeah. In fact, there's also a podcast called Kick to the Gut by one of the ex-radio hosts also that talks about Singapore wrestling specifically and wrestling in general lah. So so that's how it came about. And then so something happened to the world that happened to all of us.
Oh,
You
COVID.
guess it? COVID, yeah. So COVID happened, and as you know, my sideline career of being a referee, sideline lah, because nobody could play. It was rugby is, you need like 30 people on the field, so nobody.
No way you're gonna
exactly
quarantine 30 people.
Correct, yeah. But at that point, I was still training like at home, keeping fit and whatever. And then I was thinking, I need to find a new hobby per se. And then I reached out lah to the Singapore Pro Wrestling, like, are you guys doing auditioning trials or whatever kind of thing? Like, there's this date. Okay, let's just come now to trial.
So we have zero experience about wrestling.
Apart from watching, yeah.
Apart from watching, then you just went down.
Just went down.
What was the interview like?
It wasn't an interview. It was like a trial session where a few people come. But at that point, remember, like I said, COVID, right? So you need to do the test. You need to wear masks while training.
Okay.
Yeah. So there was only I think at that point 5 people at one time, right? So it's 5 people, including the coach.
It's a lot of people actually think about it.
Yeah.
How many participants?
If you think about it, COVID was 5 years ago. I can't remember. Okay. Fuzzy.
Okay.
So, but 5 people. Then the coach are actually the wrestlers themselves, which is kind of like fourth wall breaking.
So you will probably, if you become a wrestler, you're gonna wrestle them.
Correct. Yeah. So I watched them. I paid to watch them that time. Then now they are training me. So quite cool lah. So anyway, I did a trial thingy, and then they're like, okay, if you're interested, you can continue coming. But actually, there's a fee to it. Yeah. So it's kind of like a gym where you have to pay a certain amount to train for them. I would say it's quite pricey, to be honest. Yeah. And there's a session every day, so you can go every day, but you book your slots when you want to go. Because COVID, you need to book your slots. So so I just kept on training because I actually quite enjoyed it.
What do you do in the trial?
Okay, good question. So pro wrestling is actually a lot about flexibility. So you do rolls. Like your...
To fake the hits lah.
Not really. You have to do rolls every time. It's just to practice your dexterity, I guess. Yeah, your movements and all. So it's a lot of forward rolls, back rolls, this kind of thing. But to fake the hits and all this kind of thing is called bumping. So to hit your back on the floor. Okay. So they teach you how to do a floor bump, how to do a face bump, which is the front bump. I was a bit more advanced per se because I could do flips, so I did flip bumps and whatnot. And they also teach you how to strike in the fake way, where I can punch you but without punching you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, but for the trials itself, it's more of the rolling and the running around in the ropes. There's a proper way to run the ropes.
So you bounce off the rope, and then you go to the other end.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's more of like a fitness rigorous test kind of thing. But I quite enjoyed it lah. And then we did some moves then I was like, actually quite enjoy this. So so then I paid the fee, like the monthly fee, like you have to pay every month lah. So I just paid 1 month first and then just train with them. And then the trainers every day is a different trainer. So you train different things per se. So one day you train technical stuff, the other one more power moves, the other one more psychology, how to bring about a match together.
Was it a one-to-one or is it like a module that everyone can take?
It's not modules per se. It's just at that day, it's actually quite specifically tailored. For example, if you're a new guy, right, you do the roles. Like for me, if I advance faster, I can move on to other things progressively.
Okay, so one class I would say is like 2. If it's like a regular guy, a beginner guy, the coach will just tell you to do this and individual.
Yes, correct. Yeah. So the regular ones can practice together. Then the regular ones will do these certain moves that are a bit more intricate, and then the basic ones just do the basic stuff. Things like that. So it really depends on your level of progression. So I was training with some people, and then train. And then after like a few months, then they were like, we're going to put on together a show. And I was like, okay, interesting. But then at this point, again, it was COVID. So they filmed it instead of putting out to general audience, because obviously few people only. It was a tight production because at any one point of time, I think, again, 5 people in the room. So then we had to rotate rooms or whatever kind of situation. Going into the match, very interesting. You got to put everything together. Yeah. So
I think I've seen it before. Yeah. But I think you sent us the link there. I
did because I was quite proud of it that I actually tried something. So it's something I really want to try. And so putting the match together, you kind of sit down and talk about, okay, what shall we do? what shall we showcase? Like basically me against my opponent, what is the strengths that we each have, and then how do we showcase that during the match lah.
Yeah.
So at that point of time, I think I was quite strong for my size. So it was showcasing one of my lifts and whatnot, and then also how to they call it sell lah. When you get hit, how do you sell the move? That kind of
sell
thing,
the move. Okay.
Yeah. So the first match was very choreographed. I remember. So that means I do this, then you do this. I do this, then you do this. I do this, then you do this, and then blah blah, blah, and then it should be about 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah. And we were just introductory, we're not the professionals. Okay. So the professional sides, right? They don't plan anything.
So they on the spot.
On the spot.
It's a very what do they call it?
Spontaneous.
Correct, kind of.
So it's like
ad-lib kind of.
Correct, ad-lib.
thing,
So they will tell each other, okay, come and hit me. They say very softly, like come and hit me, and then they'll try to dodge or whatever. Even I'm not at this level even now, or I still don't understand how to do it, and I have huge respect for people who do it. Yeah. So the way they do it now, especially there's live crowd, right? They react to the live crowd. So if the live crowd likes this kind,
then you keep
do more
of that.
Yeah.
And then there's also banter added into it.
Correct. Yeah. So I think the only choreographed part about current matches, right, is the ending. Okay. So the referee will know what the ending is, and then the referee will see the ending, and then you're like, okay, let's count to 3. Apart from that, I need to count to 2.
Think about it, the referee is a bit of like a, not really referee, it's like a part of the cast member.
Correct, it's part of the cast member. Exactly. Yeah. So so that's how it worked lah. So I was actually quite proud of my first match because I think we didn't do too bad, or at least it kind of looked realistic.
You watched it, right? I saw it's a bit it's a bit stiff here and there. Like there's a pauses. There are many pauses, I would say, but I think it's normal for a new match.
Correct. Yeah. Again, like I said, I kind of get to live my dream. I was John Cena for a while.
Something that I wouldn't imagine myself doing also. Like I watch it on TV, but I wouldn't imagine myself in that sport.
Correct. Yeah.
But especially it's very physical and all my very shallow understanding of it.
So to put any doubts aside, right, it hurts lah, by the way.
So when you fall down,
when you fall down, whatever,
it
bruises and stuff, and you are physically exerting yourself because you are lifting and all whatnot, kind of thing. So it is physically demanding.
I did see you lift your opponent, right? And then it does affect the way you lift also.
Correct, He was way heavier than me, so that's what I want to say.
Definitely. Plus, if you drop him onto the ground, you and him is going to feel the equal amount.
Correct. So things like that. And then, then I was happy with it. Then I continued training and whatever. And then as COVID eases up, and then, you can have more trainings, more people and whatnot. People come and go. There were new trainees come and go. And I was one of the ones who also go lah, because in my opinion, shout out to them, but then I do think the training was expensive because at that point, right, I was training at, I don't say Anytime Fitness, but I had a gym subscription and this subscription, and it's kind of like, wow.
It does add up to your expenses.
Correct, And at that time, we just started working. I just bought a house also. Getting married, all this kind of thing. So the finances were piling up, and then I was like, I need to drop something. And what was something that I had to drop, I would think, is that this kind of thing, drop first lah. Maybe we'll see again in the future, but financially, let's just drop one of the subscriptions. In fact, I dropped all of my gym subscriptions, right? Even the normal gym, I dropped everything because I want to focus my finances. So I kind of stopped training for a while. But I was still good friends with a lot of the trainees and a lot of the instructors. And as I got back into my fitness journey, one of the instructors also pinged me. Actually, the owner of the company, like, he pinged me, like, you know, come back. And I told him, well, I just had my son. My son was just born, so I told him maybe next time, like when he's older a little bit and stuff. Truth be told, I really did enjoy it. I really, really do enjoy it. It's the most fun hobby I've had, I would say. But the problem with it is that one thing is expensive and physically demanding, but also my wife was quite afraid of me getting into injuries and stuff lah.
I see, yeah. Especially with the bruises and everything.
Correct, yeah. So you can understand from that perspective where she wanted me to take a back seat. But I don't count myself out. I might come back into it, especially now when there's a crowd, right? It'll be spectacular to perform in front of the crowd because I've never done that. I only perform in front of the camera. Actually, sidetrack also, BTS, behind the scene. I had another match, by the way, that was recorded but never released.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah. It's a secret match with one of the top talents in the Singapore Pro Wrestling. It was never posted. So if you're interested to see me wrestle more, I don't know how you can get your hands on that. I actually have it personally, but I'm not allowed to share. I won't. So I think if you want to see me perform again, I will put myself out there in real life lah. Yeah. So we shall see. Yeah, we shall see.
But what's the progression like as a wrestler, right? Because you told me about Dante, he's the representing Singapore. Elites, How do you get to that level?
I honestly think it's experience, putting up more shows, wrestling more shows. The benefit for Singapore Pro Wrestling is that Andrew, the owner, he's friends with a lot of international superstars. And a lot of the international superstars came to Singapore to wrestle.
So it's not just experience, but also the connections.
Correct,
and you get the same people to act.
Correct, yeah. So when those international superstars that some of them even work in WWE before, etc., they come to Singapore, right? They actually hold like seminar sessions with us and teach us like tips and tricks on how to be a better wrestler, etc. So I think from there you kind of grow naturally lah. But I would say some people grow faster than others, both because of confidence level, physical ability, etc. So some people are less fit, so they can't do more extraordinary things in the ring, I would say.
More lifts, more rolls.
Yes, correct, things like that. Or maybe even, so confidence also, like I said, so like Aiden Rex, Aiden Rex also, he can do flips from the top of the ring and whatnot. Not a lot of people can do that or brave enough to do that. So, so you have a mix, a good mix of different levels and see how you grow. But I'm proud to say some of my friends out there, like Bryson Blade, he's out there wrestling like I would say full time. Like he's in almost every show. He was one of the champions at one point in time, and I was training with him at the start. So, quote unquote, if I stayed with him, I'd probably be at his level lah. But I'm proud of him. I actually recently went down to their shows to support them, to like watch and see them perform and talk to them. All of them remember me and asking me to come back and all. And I feel like I really want to come back. Getting the jitters, but
it's a FOMO kind of thing.
Yeah, it's a FOMO kind of thing.
You could have been in his shoes also, right? Together with him,
exactly.
And being a same wrestler.
But it's the time constraint, you see.
A lot of investment also needed from the cost of the gym and everything.
Okay, I think honestly now both you and me have leveled up in careers where we have disposable income.
Yeah.
But now to me it's about the time already, because I have my young son that I want to spend time with after work, and the trainings are after work, so it's a clash of interest at this point lah. Yeah, and it's very difficult to explain to my wife that I want to go wrestle. Then she's like, "Why don't you play with your son?" I'm like, true.
It's a different responsibility you need to do already.
But I think what I can do personally is that I can stay as fit as I can be right now and in the future, so that when my son next time, when he's older, secondary school time, after school you go out with your friends or whatever, right? So when I don't have family time to spend at home anymore, I'll maybe go wrestle or whatever lah.
Yeah, I guess.
So you get what I mean?
I get what I mean. As when your kid gets older, you have less time
with them.
Need to spend time.
It's
with
natural.
them.
It's natural. The kids will leave the nest, as you call it. They will have their girlfriends. They have their friends. They want to spend with. Then you do that.
So there are older wrestlers also. Like
there are older wrestlers.
30s, 40s.
When I was wrestling, I was probably 5 years ago. I was 24. 23, 24. And at that point, I was wrestling 23, 24. There was like a 40-year-old guy also wrestling.
And they are higher skill level, and they can.
I wouldn't say higher. He was actually quite new. So like.
I see. So just of interest, he also.
Out of interest, correct. Aged but interested. So respect to this kind of people. Again, wrestling is also for people of all shapes and sizes. They have the bigger size people.
I think I did see them in WWE also.
Correct. They can be. I'm not saying they have to be super fit, super slim like your John Cena's or whatever. Although I feel myself, like when I watch, I see it more believable.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. Like but at the end of the day, it's still a show. But
correct.
You want to make it believable into that standard that we see lah. But else, I also do see the comical ones also.
Correct, exactly.
Very comical fighters.
Characters and whatnot. So like for example, Dante Chen, he looks the part. Right.
Yeah.
So whenever he strikes or whatever, it looks believable that he hurts because he looks strong. You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. Yeah.
So I think I'm not saying I look good to become a wrestler, but I think it helps lah.
If
I ever want to go back.
What's the? Can you make a living out of wrestling?
Good question. So, like I said, currently, or rather at that time, I was paying to train and to get better. And this is like not for Singapore, so it's not like Singapore's Academy or whatever. It's everywhere in the world. If you want to train with these schools, wrestling schools, like they call it, you have to pay to the trainers, and because they are full-time jobs, and also the venue and the equipment, whatever. It's really like a gym. So you can imagine if you participate in an MMA gym, you also need to pay, But when you perform, that's when you make the money, right? So when MMA fighters fight, then they earn the crowds money or this kind of thing, sponsorships or not. So the more elite, not elite wrestlers lah, but the top tier wrestlers in Singapore, they do earn more lor. So if you're a coach, like I said, for the day-to-day stuff, you earn from there. But putting up a show, of course, you sell tickets, then the ticket profits, all that also goes to you lah.
So as a wrestler, you want to perform in as many shows as possible. But you said about the 4 gyms, right? So can you only perform in one gym?
Yeah.
3. You only can perform in one gym, or can you like?
That's a good question. I've seen like my friend Bryson Day, he's wrestling in 2. So this one, Ring of Rebirth. The Grapple Max one, there's a bit of like I say, political thing that's going on. But I do see them collaborating in the future, or at least like going around mixing about. But not to discount that, because actually our Singaporean wrestlers actually go around the region.
I see.
So like the Butcherman, like one of my good friends and trainers at Singapore Pro Wrestling, he is like going on a current circuit, like going Vietnam, Philippines to wrestle and whatnot. And the Philippine wrestlers and whatnot also come to Singapore. Yeah, like Jake De Leon and all that. They are very entertaining. Yeah,
I see.
Very entertaining. Actually, I feel like I should invite you. Just for the fun of it.
Just to enjoy the experience.
Yeah. You and the boys, right? Like, just go there and just enjoy.
I think it'll be a good time.
It'll be a good time, yeah. Like you don't have to understand anything. Just have a good time. Yeah.
Enjoy the wreckers.
Correct, exactly. Like, the funny thing is, like, when there's a bad guy, right? Like behind the scenes, right? I trained with him before. I know he's a friendly guy.
He's okay guy,
but when I'm there at the show, right, and he sees me, right, I'm like,
plot line. I want to do that.
You suck, bro. But he's really my friend. Like behind the scenes, I'm like, hey, wow, you man, like, So just be really participative and really get a two-way immersive experience.
I miss that secondary school
like rowdiness.
Rowdiness, exactly. That you can never do that in public anymore.
Correct.
So I think that's one outlet that allows you to just
it's like
create chaos.
So if I were to be clear again, right, the whole show, right, everybody is one team. You get what I mean? Even though this guy is fighting this guy, they're actually working together to put up a good show. So that's what I kind of like about wrestling. There's no real guy you're supporting. You might be cheering the good guy and booing the bad guy, right? But you doing so actually supports the whole show. That's the whole part of it. So compared to, like, let's say football, Singapore football scene very big. A lot of people like Man United or this kind of thing, right? And then they will cheer Man United, and then maybe they'll boo the other team. Or if the one team doesn't perform, they're like, oh, so sad about it. But actually, when it comes to wrestling, right, you're supporting the whole show. That's why I feel no matter who you support or whatever, right, you will have a good time. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so I encourage you out there, you guys, seriously support the local scene. Seriously, I think
the audience play a part also.
Correct,
actually, if you think about this.
So if you guys didn't know, also go and YouTube. Dante Chen, he's up there in WWE. Although WWE has tiers also lah, right? So he's at the development stage now. He did appear in SmackDown. You heard of SmackDown before?
SmackDown.
He appeared on SmackDown before, just once to they call it be buried lah, which is to put over another talent. So the other person now is actually very big. That WWE wrestler that he was wrestling, his stage name is Braun Breaker. He's now one of the top, and Dante Chen wrestled him for Dante Chen's first ever match on SmackDown. Yeah. So I'm really impressed. So huge respect. Huge respect.
They are very different from the MMAs and
correct. Yeah.
And I think at least this is something that a regular person like me and you can join.
Correct. Yes.
As compared to MMA, the skill level is really vastly different.
I agree with you. MMA, there is a level of like tenacity.
You cannot just join because you want to beat someone out.
Correct. You're right.
Because you need to have that ferocity to actually win a match. Because any slip up, right?
And build also and resilience, I say.
Exactly.
If me, right, if honestly, if I get punched in the face for real, right, I'll just be like, I'm done. I'm done for today.
You have to stay in the ring for 3 minutes.
Exactly.
And then they will keep beating you and to win, and sometimes the referee also plays the part.
So big respect to MMA fighters, but it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah. But wrestling can be for everybody.
It can be for everybody. And it's something that everyone wins at the end of the day.
Correct.
It's not just I beat you up and
So part of like I said, working together, right? When you're executing moves, right, it actually takes 2 people to tango lah. So the way you follow everything also is responsibility of both sides lah. So if I'm executing a move, right, I actually kind of want to make it look like I'm hurting you, but I need to put you down safely. So that means I slam you, right? I cannot slam you down on your neck, per se. Because that's actually...
Must be very careful of your...
Correct. So I must trust the counterpart. Yeah. So obviously I wrestle some of the trainers themselves, so they are very safe. So some of you might think, oh, it's very dangerous. No, actually it's very safe. It's only unsafe if you're with a newer guy lah. But then they also need to train ma. So you know, comes with it lah. Yeah. So yeah, that was my experience as a pro wrestler. Will I come back?
How long do you do it again? Sorry, for 3 months?
Good question. No, longer than that. Maybe like a year. Yeah.
A year. So it was really a full year. And then after how long did you started doing the shows again?
That was earlier than that. That was maybe after 7 months.
So still a considerable long
months.
period of time.
Training, yes. I would say. Yeah. But yes and no lah, because some people take even 2 to 3 years to train.
So I guess you got the technique fast. And then they just saw you as a talent.
I think it was attributed to my rugby background also, because I wasn't afraid to be hit.
I see. It's still a long period of time, 7 months.
True, yeah.
Yeah, but I think you just need to be committed and actually enjoy the sport itself.
That's right, yeah.
And from the trial, you need to really get used to it, and from there start performing.
But now I'm a bit of a kerfuffle, if you want to call it a kerfuffle. It's I enjoy, to be real honest, I enjoy being a fan more than being participative.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Now I participate, I kind of know all the secrets already.
Yeah.
I kind of know...
You spoil the show for yourself.
Yeah, correct, you're right. So when somebody is like doing this, doing that, right, I'm like, oh, like he's trying to do this. Like I know behind the scene. But I really, like I say, I enjoy being there, like booing and like, just being a fan.
Rowdiness and everything. Yeah. I think I really... One day you have to bring me.
Yes, I think I will. It's going to be exciting. There is an upcoming show. But we'll see. Because I think that show is like selling out fast also. Maybe the next one. We'll see. Okay lah. Let's wrap it up. So, in summary, you have a pro wrestling friend.
Yeah.
We should go to a show.
It's another thing that I didn't know anyone other than you would have done.
That's kind of true, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. So, and furthermore, it's another alternative to get fit, I guess.
It is
another exercise, because it also requires a lot of mental to muscle connection also, I guess, because you need to know how to wrestle.
Exactly, yeah.
So it's different kind of...
And the training session also is quite tiring, you know?
Yeah.
I sweat a lot during the training sessions. Yeah.
So I guess it's another alternative. If you guys are interested in wrestling, maybe you can find out more. Or you can even try out the trial that you said.
Correct. If you want to be John Cena, please. I really recommend everyone to try wrestling. Yeah. Actually,
maybe you can just try the trial first. Then
try the trial first. Yeah, but of course, come and support. Watch the show also.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But something that good to know that it's something that anyone can get into.
For sure.
Compared to MMA or
even girls can get into. Yeah. Girls can get into. There's a female wrestling scene. Albeit small, I hope more will join. Okay.
Thanks for listening. Leave us your comments. Any interesting hobbies that you have done so far before.
Yeah, interesting.
Or want us to try.
Want us to try.
Because we are down to try almost everything.
Or comment below if you want to see me back in the wrestling scene. Yeah, I actually look fitter now than I did back then. I think.
Yeah, I think you look way better.
Yeah, right.
Especially in the suit or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we have a WWE belt there.
Yes, there's I have things here. Oh, okay, wait. Before we end the episode, let me show you something. I'll show it to you. So this is Dante Chen. Okay, hang on. Let me take it out of the sleeve. Look at that. Oh, can you see? Oh, look at that. This is our Singaporean born WWE wrestler. So there's a description at the back. I'll read it. The first Singapore-born superstar in WWE history, Dante Chen is an up-and-coming prospect in the ranks of NXT. Okay, then there's some other things about him. But do support him, guys. Woo.
Thanks, Dan, for sharing your interesting experience in WWE.
Yeah. Okay, so remember to eat well,
run fast,
and lift heavy.
Bye.
See you guys.